I just rode my bike over the Brooklyn Bridge as I do every morning to work, which is one of the nicest parts to begin my day. Love going to work. Work was, you have to, as crazy as what we do, work was the best thing. It was just something like, if you never were a firefighter, you couldn't imagine. But, so that morning I rode my bike over the bridge, and there's the tower is my destination. And I get there, I relieve my man, and see, roll call begins. The night guys get off at 9 in the morning. We start at 9 in the morning. That's why there was so many firefighters actually in that firehouse. There's a lot of guys talk about the night tour, what went on, fires, and the guys start to see what goes on, everything else. And we looked up, and there was the plane, and I ran into the house watch where the dispatcher calls. And I called the 1060, which is all emergency response vehicles respond to the Twin Towers. That means squad, rescue, that means everybody. And by the time we were even trying to get out of the firehouse, there was thousands of people running towards our firehouse for cover. And by the time we actually made it around, which only usually takes about a minute and a half to get to the front of the trade center from our firehouse, it took us all about 4 or 5 minutes. And by the time we were trying to get in the building, people were already jumping, splattering on us like water balloons. So I looked at my boys. There was 12 guys on the team that morning. And we all looked at each other and said, say a prayer, man. This is going to be a long day. As we went to the command center where all the big chiefs were, with all the feathers, even our chaplain passed away, Father Judge. We were standing there, and the chief says, you're ready to go to work. I'm engine 10. He hooked us up with engine 5. So he said, all right, you fellas go up. 12 guys on the team are carrying 80 pounds of gear on top of everything else. And we're going up, we're pulling people out, burnt, all kinds, just getting them out, getting them down. And we stopped on the 23rd floor, which was one of the reasons it saved our lives. It was one of the men in the engine 5 thought he was having a heart attack. But it ended up, he just pulled a muscle in his chest. So, thank God for that. But he was arguing with the lieutenant. Oh, come on, I'm going up. And the lieutenant saying, no, you got to go down. And I'm like, girls, enough of this, all right? We got a lot of things going on right now. All the civilians were out. Put it this way, we were saying our prayers. We weren't coming back.
Did you?
But we were going to do what we had to do anyway, and that's what we do. We were going up to the 24th floor, and we heard a mayday, second plane. So we all looked at each other and said, second plane? We're under attack. And within seconds of that, the second plane hit the 40th floor, which the first plane hit the 80th floor. And that's when there was 30 floors of fire instantly. And that's when people started jumping immediately. I don't know if you've ever been burnt even by a match. It's not fun. So, like I said, by the time we were trying to even get in the building, people were already jumping, splatting on us. So that was the beginning of craziness. So we stopped for a couple of minutes, and we were giving our buddy oxygen and stuff. And finally we said, all right, let's go. We're going up no matter what. Meanwhile, now the building's imploding. There was no lights. There was nothing. And, we didn't know if we were even going to get water or anything. And put out 30 floors of fire, 80 stories up, in the middle of the clouds. It's a little something. And so when we were about to go up, we got the mayday, so we stopped, we looked at each other, and we all said, I think it's time to go. All the civilians were out. So we all looked at each other, and we took off like Spider-Man down the stairs. So we got down to the 3rd floor. We got trapped in the 3rd floor stairwell. So now we're trying to dig our way out of there, and we got out of there, but now we're stuck, and we don't know where the heck we're at. There's no, I couldn't see you, and we were all holding onto each other's shirt tails. It's God forbid you fell in a hole. We had our lights. I couldn't see you. It was coming. And all of a sudden we heard fireman over here. And it was the engineer of Tower 1, Willie Rodriguez. He actually saved our lives. He goes around. Lay down, doggy boy. He goes around with the key around his neck. He called us over. He was from here to, say, like the middle of he was across the other side of the tower, and he had the key to the other stairwell. He opened that door and let us out. Now, we got down to the lobby. When we first got up, when we first were going into the lobby, it was thousands of people. We got down to the lobby, there was nobody except us. We're like, where did everybody go? Nobody even told us on the radio. Nobody gave us no communication. So we all looked at each other and said, no time to crawl in the corner for your mommy. I mean, so we all took off like cockroaches. And all 12 of us made it. And we turned around, looked and outran the building. I was actually in my skivvies running towards the water because there was no way, because nobody thought the building was going to come down like that. It was either going to go like this, or like this, or like this, or like that. And I said, I made it this far. I'm in my skivvies on the parapet, ready to dive into swim to Jersey. Hand to God. And it just went like this. And we couldn't believe it.
What was it like seeing all those people in chaos and jumping out of buildings? I mean, did you even register that when you were trying to help people? Was it sinking in?
Well, we were going up the stairs, first of all, more people were coming down them stairs half burnt out of them, And we were just saying, listen, just get down. We got to go up. We weren't there to do, EMT work. We were there for firefighting that day. The EMTs were downstairs waiting to help people. And that was our prime concern, was just trying to get up there and put some kind of fire out. Where whoever thought that was going to collapse or anything like that. So it is all still a mystery to me. It always will be.
Why are you here today, and how important is it to you that people remember what happened that day?
Because I think a lot of people really forgot. It should not know. The world, that was the day the angels cried. I mean, you people just like nothing happened. You went back to living? The whole world was destroyed that day. I mean, as much as, people say it might have brought us together a little, but it still took a long, long time, and it still will.